It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see Miles Sanders. He was terrific a week ago, almost getting to 180 yards. It's the Eagles and the Cardinals, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray had his Arizona Cardinals cruising in 2021, leading them to 11 wins, despite sharing a division with both of the NFC title game participants. It was also Arizona's first playoff appearance since 2015. Like his team, Murray's improved each of the last 3 seasons and would have set career highs across the board had he not missed a couple of starts.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a first down, wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati, was their 2nd all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers there for Connery in last week's game. 16 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit... their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipas now. Greg Dortch back deep. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Connor. And he stopped immediately there. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Murray now. Caught by Green on the out route. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. Murray going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22, Murray being chased out left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Murray now, 3rd and goal. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Eagles had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Another run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Let's go now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Green brings it in. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on second down. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Cowboys who are out in front. James Washington, a touchdown reception. Let's stay in the AFC West as we check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Matt Ryan, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 31, Hurts trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Running right on the option is Murray. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, Connor looking for space. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Murray now to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Murray. Touchdown! Zach Ertz. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10 is counter. Gets through and now an opening. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrell Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Deep ball on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action with Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Flushed out right. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to get the lead up to 4. The kick by Elliott is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. To throw, it's Murray. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down. Here's an option right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Murray to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the foot.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. There he goes left side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone. Well, it might be the craziest occurrence of this play since the new rule was enacted prior to the 2015 season. And now this game is tied. This has been a crazy game from the start. Well, it just went up a couple notches of crazy. Now we are tied in the final minute of the 4th.
And that's crazy in all capital letters. And you're right. We shouldn't be surprised at all the way this game has gone back and forth. We definitely should be tied in this situation.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Goes right back to Smith again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
This is Smith with a grab. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Philadelphia, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.